Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so I already did a video beating the artificial lifeform stage using the Gamma 1 and 2 team. Very easy, like first attempt, no items run. We did it on the stream, so shout out to everybody who was there. And I talked about it in my team building guide, but obviously one of the options for this stage is to beat it with the full Metal Coolers team, using all the free-to-play ones that got their Easy A's during the worldwide celebration. And so I thought, to add a little bit of extra challenge and make the video a little bit more interesting, rather than use my LR Metal Cooler as the leader, I'm going to use the Dokkan Fest Easy A TUR Metal Cooler as the leader. So he has a 170 leader skill instead of 200. Obviously, like, he's not as good of a unit, but he's still pretty good. Because I feel like not only does it add to the challenge, it also makes it a little bit more accessible for people who didn't pull the LR during the worldwide download celebration. So you can see that it can be done. And if you do have the LR, you just bring the LR as the leader instead. And then if you want to, you can obviously just get rid of one of the free-to-play ones and bring the TUR one if you want. But I think it probably works best to just run an LR Metal Cooler or the TUR if you are bringing him, the Dokkan Fest. Just run them in slot 1 and have all the free-to-play ones in the other slots, and they link better with each other. So if I was running the LR as a leader, I don't know if I would put the TUR one on the team, but he can help out as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight in.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so we have both of the... oh, wait, do we? I'm getting so confused by the pieces of the wheel at the bottom. Do we have both of them on the first turn? We do not. No, we do. Because you are the Dokkan Fest one, yeah? Because they won't link. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, look at this. All of the attacks in slot 1 are from the int guy. So that's perfect. So I guess then we will just go ahead and attack you. The orbs here are a little bit funky, considering we need multiple orbs per Metal Cooler for them to get their significant buff. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then let's do this. We want to try and save as many rainbow orbs on the field as we can, because each of the free-to-play Metal Coolers, they all get either an extra ability or just like an elevated level to the ability they already have if you pick up 3 rainbow orbs with them. So obviously we want to try and do that as much as possible. And of course, the other thing that we have the option for, because we have the Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler, if we do at any point start the turn below 50% HP, then obviously we will transform into the Metal Cooler core and then get a couple of free turns to just dish out some free damage. So normally the giant form transformations, when it comes to like the super hard end game content, I'm not necessarily like a huge fan of them, because you don't really do a lot of damage in the giant form compared to, you know, your full rotation of 3 normal units that, you know, for me, most of the time going to be Rainbow Link level 10, can dish out way more damage. But Super Battle Road is definitely one of those places where I feel like it can be super useful, because you can you get a couple of turns to potentially beat down one of the enemies. If you solely focus on one enemy, you can end up taking one of them out completely, which obviously is very useful. So we'll do this. If we get the 3 orbs with you, we seal. Perfect. We can get the same type orbs as well. Push that Dokkan gauge up a little bit. And then you should be dead, but just on the off chance, we'll go ahead and do this. So with the extra rainbow orbs picked up, this AGL one has a higher chance to dodge in slot 1. So we did get 2 out of the 3. I'll take that. And of course, each of the free-to-play Metal Coolers, they are raising defense on their super attack. So the AGL one is really the only one that I would be comfortable like putting in slot 1. But obviously once we get the actual Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler onto the rotation, then we will be looking all good. So we got this guy sealed. We've attack lowered him with the tech one. The tech one, I think, is the one I've used the least, because obviously when all of these guys came out during the worldwide celebration, the tech one, because he just debuffs the enemy, which of course you can't do in the most difficult events, he kind of became the one that if you were going to, drop someone off the team to put a different unit on there, like a different Wicked Bloodline unit, or, the TUR, Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler, he would be the one that would get dropped because his ability wasn't that useful. Whereas obviously in Super Battle Road, debuffing the enemy's attack and sealing the enemy are obviously very useful. So, and of course running the friend LR Metal Cooler, or running the LR Metal Cooler yourself as the leader, does give you the option for the revival. Now, I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of Metal Cooler's revival because it has to be him that dies, but you got to remember that it has no restriction outside of that, so it has no HP restriction. So here, for example, if we had the LR Metal Cooler, I could put him in slot 1, and even if all 3 of these guys super attack, we know that we're not going to die because we can just revive. Now, we can't get the extra dodge chance. I don't want to... Do I take the risk of putting you in slot 1 and you eating a super? In fact, yeah, let's do this. So let's do that. We'll lower your attack since we've got type disadvantage from you. And then we'll seal... Actually, we can't get the seal. Right, well, we'll lower your attack. And then... I guess we might as well just attack you as well with you. So, unfortunately, not getting all of the buffs that we want from the 3 rainbow orbs is what it is sometimes, I guess. How much do we take from this? 357, yeah. Unfortunately, the AGL Metal Cooler, he needs to get hit a few times to start building up. And obviously, he's better defensively after he's super attacked as well. So, him taking a super in slot 1 is not ideal. There's the dodge, okay. Okay, I see you, Metal Cooler. We got type advantage, though. How much does this do? 43k, okay. So as long as the AGL one actually gets his dodges and doesn't get absolutely destroyed in the last slot here, then we should survive the turn. And the great thing about the Metal Coolers team is obviously there is a lot of healing built into this team. So, in fact, we could potentially just get Metal Cooler killed here. Well, we did get a lot of HP back. This team just has so much healing on it. It's crazy. Alright, so... let's go ahead and we'll do this. We'll grab the same type orbs for you, and then we'll go all in on you, and we'll get these for you as well. So the STR one gives extra support if you're getting the orbs. So, will we die here? I think it depends whether he eats a super or not. Because obviously him getting killed and then us getting the revive is perfectly fine. And of course we do get a big heal at the end of the turn if we do survive from him taking damage. So yeah, of course he's only going to take normal attacks from this point onwards. Now the physical one, he heals based on the damage that he does. So look at that, he did 1,000,000 damage with the super and we almost back at full health. So with the healing that we're going to get from the LR Metal Cooler's effect of healing at the end of the turn when you take damage, we're just going to be at full health at the start of the next turn. So GG. And then we have the AGL one here. Even if we get supered, he's got the type advantage, so he's not going anywhere. And then, can we get a third orb? Yeah, we can. Look at that. Get the extra support as well. Oh, wait, that's not... why did I think that was the STR one? If you get the 3 rainbow orbs with the int one, he heals at the start of the turn. Wow, he dodged. He heals at the start of the turn. If you pick up 3 rainbow orbs, he also heals 5% at the end of the turn. So it's just yet more healing on top of that as well. So AGL Metal Cooler finishing off the final enemy here, and we can move on to the last phase. So this is always a good start with the Metal Cooler, the LR Metal Cooler. I always do this when there's multiple of the same character or like a full team. I'll just say Metal Cooler, and I only mean one of them specifically, but... Alright, so what's the best way to get key for you without getting... well, you're going to get hit a bunch. So let's go ahead and do... we want to try and get rid of you, because then there's no risk of you super attacking that guy at the end. So if we do this, do as much damage to you as we can, and then do this. Alright, so we should be looking good here. Even if we get bombarded with super attacks in the first slot, Metal Cooler will be fine. The fact that Metal Cooler's getting hit all these times before we attack as well means that he's fully built up. The friend one is 79%. I did have the option to bring a rainbow friend, but I figured again, as kind of part of the challenge and part of the like accessibility of this run, if you will, I know not everyone's going to have access to a rainbow friend, so I thought we'd bring the 2 Dukes one. Now, obviously, if you're a newer player, you might not have the AGL Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler either, but you know, you might have only started around the Worldwide Celebration and then actually got lucky when summoning on the banners and pulled the LR and not have the TUR Dokkan Fest one. But I thought it was a bit more of a realistic scenario for a lot of people to have the Dokkan Fest one as opposed to the LR. So obviously, as I said at the beginning, if you have the LR, just run the LR as the leader, and then obviously he's going to be looking real good. So can we get 3 rainbow orbs for you? Damn, we can't. It's always nice to get that little bit of extra support with the STR one here, because he's being attacked by the AGL one at the end, so if he super attacks, that would be unfortunate. But 4.26 from AGL Metal Cooler. I mean, the thing you have to remember as well, the free-to-play Metal Coolers don't have big bad bosses and they don't have fierce battle. So both the AGL Dokkan Fest and the physical LR are both underperforming compared to how they would be on a team where we were running, like, you know, other units that actually have big bad bosses and fierce battle. And they're still putting in a pretty decent performance. So definitely impressed with the run so far. Don't super me. Perfect. All right, only took 22k from type disadvantage. That's fine. And let's go ahead and do this. So the int one is sealed, so we don't really need to worry about him. So I think we just want to try and get rid of you here. Do this. Do this. Perfect. Get that extra bit of heal off of you as well. And then we'll get the extra orbs. Each of the Metal Coolers have like the nuking style passive, right? So the more orbs we pick up, the better performance they're going to give. Even if we do have to miss out on those 3 rainbow orbs for the extra ability, it obviously works in our favour to get as many orbs as possible. So we'll see. We'll be on full health. Did we take him out? Oh, he survived with the tiniest sliver of health. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, we should be finishing him off here then with the int one. We got the additional normal attack, which put him down to the tiniest sliver of HP. And then we take out this weird bird guy. I don't know who these guys are. Are these all the characters from that weird Dragon Ball Z, like the Goku Jr. thing? Because I'm sure it isn't the main guy, the int one. He's like the main bad guy from that thing, right? I'm sure he's been a boss in events before, but I don't recognise any of the other ones. So, yeah, a bit weird, but okay. Alright, so we can probably just finish you off here. Can we get the Dokkan attack if I grab all these same type orbs? Is that going to be enough? Oh, not quite. So I think we probably are just going to end up winning without the Dokkan attack here then. Because after getting those hits, getting our stacks up, obviously this guy's just going to get taken out. And then the tech one, we did pick up the orbs that we needed. So he's going to seal and attack lower, which then just completely puts us in the safety zone. Or we just kill him with a crit. So there you go. That is how easy this stage is. I honestly feel like this one is tuned down compared to some of the more recent stages. Although, of course, you have to remember that this stage, I think on JP, came out before the Worldwide Celebration. And we are using all units that either came out or easy aid during the Worldwide Celebration. So it's just another one of those knock-on effects of like the global schedule, where by getting this mission a little bit later than, or this stage a bit later, like it's just absolutely dominated. So there you go. Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler, the free-to-play Metal Coolers, no LR of your own required. I have people do that sometimes in the comments. If I put like beating the event without LR Metal Cooler, almost without fail, someone in the comments will be like, oh, but you used an LR Metal Cooler friend. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, you can do it if you don't have LR Metal Cooler, but you guys know what I mean. So there you go. That is the run, beaten with the full Metal Cooler team. No items, very straightforward. Definitely one of the easier stages. So looking forward to a more challenging one in the future. Let me know what team you guys use to beat this stage down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.